Top 20 Material Handler Interview Questions and Answers. Organizations are looking for material handler professionals who can efficiently transport their merchandise as the retail industry continues to grow. Maintaining appropriate inventory and delivering products and supplies to the required area while sticking to time management are all part of the duties of a material handler. Here is the list of top 20 material handler interview questions and answers that will help you breeze through the interview. 1. Why are you interested in this role? The interviewer wants to know how enthusiastic you are about the job and what drives you. Many people start different jobs but drop out due to a lack of enthusiasm. This wastes both time and money for the company. As a result, organizations always give preference to individuals who have a long-term interest in the positions available so that they can contribute more to the company. Try to convey your interest as much as possible to give the interviewer a clear idea that you like the role and will work for a longer amount of time and remain connected to the organization. Sample answer. From the childhood, I was interested in carrying out weights and move things around. I am a social kind of a person and I love to do physical work. When I read about the role in the newspaper, I instantly applied for it as this is what I've been doing in the past as well. I simply love this job and I know all the SOPs of this role as well, so I was interested in this role as it best suits me. 2. What are the roles of material handler? To begin any job, you must first learn all of the core roles that are required for that position. The important information that the interviewer is looking for is similarly to this idea. He wants to know if you have a basic understanding of the functions and responsibilities of a material handler. Sample answer. Within a warehouse, a material handler, also known as a warehouse associate, manages, transfers, and organizes different non-hazardous and hazardous commodities. Their primary responsibilities include loading and unloading various transport items, tracking inventory statuses, and ensuring that deliveries are made in accordance with purchase requisitions. 3. What are the qualities that material handler need to be successful? Material handling is a difficult task. It entails a lot of hard lifting, as well as material handling and inventory management. Every material handler should have a few characteristics. These skills are so vital that even the most experienced material handlers will struggle to succeed without them. The interviewer wants to know if you possess all of the attributes that a competent material handler possesses. Sample answer. A material handler must have organizational qualities, time management skills, safety management skills, data entry, inventory control skills, active listening qualities, communication skills, and apart from this, he or she should be open towards new ideas, creativity, listening, and must act wisely. 4. What major challenges did you face during your last role? Challenges build up personalities. In every organization, almost everyone faces challenges. These challenges not only help them to grow but also give them a raise. The interviewer wants to know that what kind of challenges you faced in the past, and this will give him an idea about your current caliber. Sample answer. We had substantial shipments to ship last year, and few members of the team in charge of moving them and scanning them manually were not working as quickly as they should have been. During the weekly meeting, I requested that some jobs be switched to increase team productivity, and I offered to be changed to automated scanning. The manager reassigned tasks for everyone, giving the 2 underperforming employees more favored duties, which remedied the problem. 5. Describe your daily routine as a material handler. A material handler has much to do on a daily basis. He has to organize things, manage inventory, and look after entire things to place them and move them correctly. You can give information about your previous job and describe your daily routine as well. Sample answer. My everyday shift in the previous job used to start with a stand-up meeting and stretching routine. Once we had work assignments, the workday used to start. All day long I used to walk and throw cases, or doing both at the same time. I used to work for 10-hour shifts per week. During this entire process there were few breaks and free time as well outside our work that we used to spend with our families on phone or physically. 6. Describe briefly about your experience. The interviewer here wants to know your entire experience regarding your job and education. You can briefly explain about your internships, education, and any past job. This will give confidence in hiring and make things easy. Sample answer. I have experience in selecting and picking products for shipment based on purchase orders after inspecting each unit and verifying the ordered quantity. Apart from this, I have expertise in maintaining the product inventory digitally and doing computer tasks as well. I can work on Excel sheets and apply few formulas as well. 7. What kind of strategies and mindset is required for this role? A clear mindset with strategies and honest working is must for constant growth in the organization. This is required so that you have a clear picture of the role and its future, so both time and money is not wasted. The best answer to this question can be: Sample answer. Basic warehouse operations should be familiar to a material handler. In addition, he must have computer, mathematical, communication, reading, and writing skills in order to complete his work efficiently. 8. What is the biggest challenge that you foresee in this job? By inquiring this, interviewer gets an idea of the things that you assume as a challenge so that he can evaluate your mentality and remove those things or make those things easy before you're joining. The best reply to this question is: sample answer. There are no such challenges that I foresee in this job, but of course, it will take time to understand the inventory and other team members as well. Furthermore, working along with supervisors, understanding their mindsets, and getting aware of the entire inventory is something that I foresee as a challenge for short time. 9. How do you stay motivated in your work? Staying motivated is extremely crucial for any job, any role, or any position. There are different things that motivate different people. For someone, money is motivation factor, and for some, promotion. This will give an idea to the interviewer that what are the motivational factors for you and how much you are interested towards the job. Sample answer. First of all, this work appeals me a lot. So work itself keeps me motivated. If I get exhausted sometimes, I usually watch few fun videos on my smartphone and then I get back to my work with more energy. Apart from this, talking with team members and exchanging thoughts motivates me a lot, but I also foresee growth in my field and work hard if that is better. 10. Describe a time when you failed in this role and the lesson you learned. Companies don't want to recruit somebody who makes excuses and continually blames others for their mistakes, so when you have a job interview, you're likely to encounter questions like "describe me a moment when you failed." This sort of person is tough to work with since they rarely learn from their mistakes and disappointments. Don't say things like, "I was blamed for a mistake and it wasn't my fault." Sample answer. Once I was carrying a heavy object. My team members and supervisors directed me to utilize the tools to carry that object, but I just ignored and gave argument that I will manage it. I had to climb up the ladders in order to place that object at its position. Suddenly, I slipped and fell down. Fortunately, there were no injuries. I learned from that mistake to use tools where they are needed. 11. Why do you feel you are the most suited for this role? The interviewer here wants to know that what makes you think that you are a great fit for the position. If everything above went well, then this answer is really core of the interview. You can state things like how you can improve their productivity, etc. Sample answer. I am a well-organized individual who has showed the tendency to keep the workplace clean and orderly while following to all safety standards. Furthermore, I am an expert in loading, unloading, and moving items, as well as accurately identifying, breaking down, and reporting deviations in accordance with SOPs. These characteristics qualify me for a material handling role. 12. Share with us your greatest achievement. Achievements are success, and they give an idea about your skills, hard work, and rewards. Tell about your greatest achievements. This will inspire the interviewer and he might select you on this basis as well. Sample answer. I've been working for past 10 years in this field and my greatest achievement according to me is zero breakage. I've been handling things carefully, and working along with team members without any conflict for past 10 years. The only reason for applying this job is the closure of the previous organization. 13. What is your weightlifting limit? Material handling necessitates a physically fit person who can carry and handle big things all day. This question will give a decent sense of the employee's ability to carry and raise weight. What the interviewer is looking for here is the physical strength and stamina and the ability to lift and carry heavy loads. Sample answer. I can easily manage up to 45 pounds over my head and lift up to 80 pounds without assistance. I've been doing this kind of work for a long time and I am confident that I have the strength to thrive in this position. 14. What is your working speed? All through the day, a material handler is responsible for a variety of activities, and a suitable candidate should be able to match the pace of work. This question will assess an applicant's ability to work in a fast-paced setting as well as their stress management skills. The capacity to handle stress, keep up with the pace of work, and willingness to work promptly and effectively are all qualities that the interviewer is looking for. Sample answer: I'm so used working in a fast-paced workplace and can keep up with the workload. I can also cope well with stress and work swiftly and efficiently without compromising quality. 15. What would you do if you witnessed a coworker performing tasks unsafely? It's normal for staff to become sidetracked in a warehouse and fail to follow safety rules. When a fellow employee is doing something harmful, a good material handler will be able to spot it and stop them without delay. The desire to correct unsafe conduct, the capacity to stay focused on the job, and a commitment to safety are all qualities that the interviewer looks for. Sample answer: I'm really safety cautious, and I'd never hesitate to confront a coworker if they were engaging in risky behavior. I understand that everyone is responsible for their own safety and that it is critical for everyone to follow the rules. 16. What would you do if you witnessed a fight between two co-workers? Warehouses are notoriously high-stress and high-pressure workplaces, and it's not unusual for workers to get into fights. Before these circumstances get more severe, a material handler must be able to dissipate them. This question will assess the candidate's ability to deal with a potentially explosive scenario. Sample answer: the capacity to manage a potentially violent scenario, stay calm in a difficult circumstance, and act professionally in a possibly hostile workplace are all qualities the interviewer is looking for. I try to de-escalate the issue by speaking with each side separately and gaining their perspectives. If I was unable to solve the problem, I would notify my superiors and delegate responsibility to him. 17. What would your boss say if they had to describe you in 3 words? This question is an excellent approach to learn how your potential employee is viewed by coworkers and superiors. The response will reveal information about their character and leadership ability, as well as how they will fit into your culture of the company. Positive attributes, personality type, and work ethics are what the interviewer is searching for. Sample answer: my boss would likely view me as a dedicated employee who is always prepared to lend a hand. I'm a kind person who enjoys interacting with people from all walks of life, and I'm always searching for steps to enhance. 18. What would you do if you were in a scenario where you were doubtful? A warehouse is a bustling location with plenty of activity, and it's not difficult for employees to lose track of where they're at or what they should be doing. A good material handler assesses the situation immediately and seeks assistance if necessary. This question will assess the applicant's ability to deal with ambiguity. The ability to self-correct, the confidence to seek for help when needed, and the willingness to admit when they're puzzled are all qualities the interviewer is searching for. Sample answer: if I was ever unsure about something, I would seek guidance from my directors. I am confident in my abilities to perform this task, but I am also aware that there is always potential for improvement. 19. What would your previous employer say about you? This inquiry is intended to find out how your applicant's prior employer views them and their work. If you're recruiting from a competition, this question will reveal how they feel about the candidate and whether or not they'd be willing to provide a favorable reference. The favorable reference from a previous job and the readiness to provide a positive reference are what the interviewer is looking for here. Sample answer: my previous job stated I was one of their top employees. I rarely got late and appeared always on time, rarely took off from my work even if I was sick, and always tried to give my best. I guess these are all the remarks that you are going to get from my previous job. 20. How much do you weigh and how will you manage to carry around things? A material handler's weight is necessary for several reasons. One is that the weight of the product they are transporting has to be within the equipment's capabilities. The second reason is that the cargo's weight can affect the employee safety. If they are too heavy, they may be unable to raise or carry the burden securely. The weight of the candidate, the weight of the load they can carry, and how to manage the weight are what the interviewer is looking for. Sample answer: I'm around 190 pounds. I can handle up to 70 pounds without assistance and perhaps even more with the correct tools. To handle or manage weight correctly, I will utilize tools and equipments around me such as weight-carrying machines or loaders. Conclusion: material handler is not an easy job. It requires a lot of stamina and correct utilization of tools and equipments to avoid any serious injuries during shifting the load. So these were the top 20 material handler interview questions and answers to help you for the preparation of material handler job interview.